get it. Time for divine shot, KJ events. This real talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Knick shit, dripping in Knick shit. Up in the world most famous arena with the click. That's the conglomerate. The Knicks real talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variants, I'm dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, be straight fact. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, with the side. My entourage be on the job, my energy. Keep me tripping in 10 books. As they cook my game plan, and my brand for loot and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that's the Knicks we know is pretty, but we all stay giddy. And we embrace the fan base like the late Anthony Mace. We trace the logo when there's space that appear like Squarespace. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. The city decks is on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like stars divine to Mount Mars. Knicks real talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks real talk.
right here.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks real talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Knicks real talk.
We here.
Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it. Yo, man, what's good, everybody? What's popping? It's all good up in this piece today. We had a double dose of victory today, man. Knicks go down to up in Detroit, win that game. The Giants go to Minnesota and win that game, man. What a day to be a New York fan. Salute to the chat. We in the building. Knicks Real Talk game day the day before. We're going to go with a post game with the Detroit Pistons. We're going to get into the game tomorrow with the Toronto Raptors. And obviously, we're going to talk about this big blue thing that popped off a couple of minutes ago. Big win for them. But let me bring my partner in crime in here, who was out of the picture. I needed him last night because we was running him up last night up here. But he back in the building. Shop Powers, what's good, bro?
Salute to you, Divine. Salute to the chat. Let's get it.
Yeah, real talk, man. We ain't better. This is Knicks Real Talk game day, the day before, due to the fact we got an early game tomorrow, and we're gonna get over everything. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Thank y'all for coming in tonight, man. Real talk. Appreciate everybody. Cash out. You name it, man. Big task. Salute to you. Good to see you, Nick fan. Let's go, everybody, man. What a day for New York. Julius Randle in his bag today. They was just had it popping all over the place, man. The Giant, Danny Dime, Shaquan, defense stepped up when they needed to. Higgins was in his bag today. They go on the road to Minnesota and and what a gritty game, man. Other one of the better games I've seen all year. And the Giants prevailed, so you can't say more than that. But as y'all know, man, the Knicks also, this is what it's about as well. Knicks went down to Detroit today, handled their business, 117-104. And Julius Randle dropped 40-some. Brunson down there 30. RJ had a quiet game. We get into all the stats and everything, Shop Power. But overall, what a good day to be a metropolitan area fan, no matter where you at, a New York City sports fan. We're representing that blue and orange and blue and red because they really came out to play today.
Yeah, definitely, man. Both teams really good wins today. The Knicks played very good basketball. The Giants played very good defense today. And I just one thing for the Giants, man. I don't know, maybe I just being biased because I'm a New York at heart, man. But man, was that a bullcrap call for that passing interference call, man? Yes, anyway, you know what I mean? Anyway, man, I just had to say that because it was on my mind. So I feel ease now. And the New York Knicks came out today and played very good basketball to lead us into the Giants win. So salute to both New York teams today.
Real talk, man. You can't have said it better, Shop Power. That was, the whole day was built around this energy about the Knicks and the Giants. 1 o'clock matinee game, Detroit. Julius Randle dropping 40-something. I was just amazing. I was like, okay. And then we get ready to go into the night, and it was an all-out good performance from the start of the football game all the way to the end. Giant defense stepped up in the end when they needed. Only gave up 24 points. Now we got the Eagles going up next week, man. So overall, this is just a Giant and Nick night getting ready for the pregame tomorrow. So, you got to really be happy about tonight, man. We got a double dose of good football and basketball, man. It was just really good to see. You ain't lying. So the Sexy Dexy was on, and he had that front line rolling. Big Taz. They just played a good game tonight. They shut Jefferson down. That was a good performance by the defense, man. And it's good to have a Dory Jackson and them guys back there, man. Yeah, man, it was good to see. So salute to the Giants, man. Salute to Brian Dable and Danny Dime and all you Daniel Jones haters need to shut your mouth. You can't. Let me tell you something. After that performance tonight, you can't say nothing about Daniel Jones.
Man, we were predicted to be like 3 and 15 this year, and to be going into the semis, man. Right now, I'm gassed, man. Let's get it done, man. New York Giants football, man. We were underdogs this year, and everyone was talking about trading this person and doing all this stuff. And with the team that he had, he brought us to, he's making us relevant again. I mean, I'm happy about that.
Yeah, fat, real talk, man. Yo, salute to the chat. My man, Nick Van goes he skipped work tonight. He's so hyped.
Yeah,
you got that stick play, brother. You're losing that money, man. You know, money is important. But it's all love, man, Nick Van. I don't blame you, man. If I could have called out, got to sit down and did it too, because it was crazy. I ain't mad at you, brother. Real talk. But yeah, playoff team for sure. Giants in the playoffs. Knicks. If the season was over right now, the Knicks is in the playoffs. So it's all good up in New York right now, man. But salute everybody, man, for coming in, man. I appreciate y'all getting in tonight. You know, we had a marathon yesterday, man, 4.5 hours. But, you know, I was determined to get in tonight, man, because we got a kind of an early game tomorrow. So I figured we get the game day in today. And me and Shop Howard to get in today, man. Then when you got the whole day to chill tomorrow, recoup and get ready for that Knicks game at MSG with the Toronto Raptors, man. But right now, overall, we get into the Knicks talk, but salute to the Giants, though, man. We just want to get that out there because this is a big night. Big day, a beautiful Sunday. You couldn't have a better beautiful Sunday that I've seen in a long time where both of your teams win. And one of them won a crucial game to move on to the next one. That was win and go home for the Giants. But obviously, they made it happen. I'm going to tell you what's crazy. I'm a Giant fan, my brother Philly fan, my wife from Philly, she a Philly fan, my mother-in-law Philly, definitely Eagle fan. I'm a Giant fan, but you know what? It don't matter. Let's get it. Let's get it. It's gonna be fire next week in this household, between me and my wife. And she ain't even a sports fan like that, but she represents Philly.
Yes, no Philly, right? I know what you mean.
Yeah, she represents Philly hard, so it's gonna be fun, man. But salute to the Giants, man. Our season, no matter what happens next week, our season is already successful. No matter what happens next week, the Giants' season is already successful. Man, next year when they get a couple of more receivers, a couple more offense things going, they're gonna be pretty fire down there next year. So the Giants are gonna be looking good next year. But you know what I can say? Let's get back to our beloved Knicks, though, man. Shot Powers 117-104. The Cats came out the gate. Randall was in his bag, getting it done. I mean, Randall was him and Jalen Brunson is special, man. And it ain't not that it was a Detroit Pistons. They doing this against everybody else as well, not just Detroit.
Everybody.
They doing it against everybody. Brunson had dropped 5 in a row with 30-something. Randall had a phenomenal December and still carried it over to the new year. The Knicks is looking pretty good right now at where they standing at, man. So good game overall. You know, obviously the runs kind of kill us. RJ didn't have a great game today, but that's expected when you got Julius Randle doing what he doing and Brunson doing what he doing. So like you can always afford to have a night off when you got guys playing like that. And Amanda Cook's been playing good ball for the Knicks. Quentin Grimes holding his own. He guarded some of the best players in the league, and he made it hard. He made it hard on Ivy today, Shot Powell. He was really D'ing that brother up today, man. So he's been a blessing for the Knicks at the 2-guard spot, man. I like that starting 5 we got. Mitch came out the gate with 3 blocks, set the tone, and that was fine. So overall, just a good win for the Knicks, man, to get us where we at right now. We still sitting at 6th spot, man, looking pretty good. So I'm really excited about this team. And a big game tomorrow, man. Really big game tomorrow. And hopefully we can go in there and prevail tomorrow.
Yeah, no question about that, Devon, man. That was a real gritty win coming out, even having a bigger lead and but we held on to the lead once we got it. So it was a real good look, man. The Knicks do scare. I know me as a Knicks fan, it scares me sometimes to see when they have get out to a big lead and start seeing the lead dwindle down a little bit. So but they did what they had to do today. Kudos to Julius Randle for playing phenomenal today. Jalen Brunson getting out there and putting in work. And like you said, Quentin Grimes playing that awesome defense and being a stopper tonight. And I mean, and they just play good basketball, man. And this win is a team that we need to beat every time. We beat them every time we play them, but every time we play them, we need to beat them. You know what I mean? And right now they're still trying to figure it out, and we kind of got it together a little bit more than what I think they do. Middle of the teams, middle of the league, or whatever you want to call it, they're right. You know, they're inching. They'll be good in a little bit. They had a lot of guys out tonight too. Yeah, they had a lot of guys out tonight. But with that being said, on to the next one, man. And very good win tonight, man. I'm happy that we got a Julius Randle went out there. I mean, we may not literally say we have a superstar, but we definitely have a all-star in Julius Randle, man. And I don't want to say eat crow, but I thought it was going to be a worse year for Julius Randle this year. How the fans would have took to him and stuff like that. And he has handled that well this year. I wanted him gone. I wanted him traded so he wouldn't get so much of the ridicule. And he has showed me that he can take the pressure. And you know, he's a little crazy at times, but he's a great basketball player.
Yeah, he really is, man. You gotta give him credit. Jalen Brunson coming in there, kind of guiding the ship. And
Word up.
I love it the way they feed off each other, man. These cats are not selfish whatsoever. I mean, whoever got it popping, they make sure that if they shot it in rhythm, they're getting it to him. And I don't know what to say about Jalen Brunson. They can't do nothing with him. I'm like, this cat is really legit, man. He's a blessing to New York. That cat has got the Knicks playing some good basketball. 25 and 19 shot powers, 6 in the East, and you know, and they stay right there. Miami a half a game behind them, but there's some tough games for all them people coming up this week, man. So the Knicks got a chance to separate themselves from a lot of them teams that's below us and to catch the teams that's in front of us. Because you think about it, Cleveland lost the other night. They had 17 losses. We got 19 losses. And a big game tonight for the 76ers because they're going to be out there in L.A. tonight. And even though you know this was a big conversation in the show last night about Joel Embiid, but Joel Embiid going to be out there against LeBron in the night, and he's been killing it. You know, and I'm like, man, listen. So, but you know what? They go out there and lose tonight, then they got 17 losses. And then, you know, it's going to be interesting, man. But overall, you know what? You know what I love about the Knicks and the Giants, and I'm just using the Giants as a example. They got a bend but don't break defense. The Knicks might bend, they might blow them leads like a lot of other people are in the NBA as well, but they're not breaking though. You know what I mean? They find a way to say, you know what, they got back in it, but we ain't gonna relinquish this thing. And they've been doing that the last couple of games. So you got to give the defense credit, man. They just got the bend the don't break mentality, especially when you got a couple of players, 3 or 4 players that's not really living up to what we thought they could do or what we want them to do. Hartenstein, great energy tonight, good block shot. That was a good turnaround when he blocked that shot on Diablo or whatever. But overall, Shop out, they playing pretty solid basketball, man. You can't complain about 25 and 19, like something like they like a 10-9 and 2 in the last 11 games or whatever, something like that. But they've been winning though. Other than that loss of Milwaukee, they've been really drilling cats, man. They've been putting it down for sure.
Yeah, I think for the last 20 games, I think there's 16-4, something like that. That's great, man. I think they're like 16-4, something like that. Last 20 games, man. They're playing great ball right now, and you know, kudos to IQ, man, because he's really holding that bench down, man. Because you know, he is really playing some excellent basketball, man, and he's starting to get into rhythm. He's starting to know where he has to shoot from. He's starting to take the shots off the dribble, and he's also doing his set shot now. So you know, kudos to IQ, man. That's what we need off the bench. We need another guy like IQ on the bench that can get 15, 17 points a night with all his activity that he does, a couple of steals, a couple of rebounds, a couple of assists. You need another guy like that that can help bolster that second unit right now. So for now, you know, we got a good team, man. And I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what the Knicks could do tomorrow at this 3 o'clock game. From playing 1 o'clock today and got to fly back. They play at home tomorrow, right? Yeah, I think they play at home. Right. So yeah, the fly back at home. I mean, I don't know how long the flight is. It might be like 2 hours or something like that. I don't think it's too far, but you know what I mean, to get home and, you know, get acclimated, get some rest, get up, you know, do the schemes and just, you know, do all the work before 3 o'clock. You know what I mean? It's going to mean a little something for them playing today. I'm glad. That's another reason why I'm glad they won today, because tomorrow's game might be a little tough for them, but let's see if they're up for the challenge.
Yeah, you're 100% right, Shop. I was dead on. I do. They probably watch a film on the plane or sleep in one.
Yeah.
But you know, I think that they go in there tomorrow, and they're gonna have to be a little more gritty because the talent level they playing tomorrow is definitely not like we played today. But you know, you got to give them this credit though, man. But last time we played these guys, we pretty much gave it to them in Toronto, and we got to hope we can go down the whole home court down, and just when we can get these next two games, man. Damn, 27-19. I don't know what's crazy about that for me. I would be probably 27-19. I ought to be like 18 games away from that 45 win mark for me. Man, that thing would be fun. But right now, you know, I like what they playing. We got some things we need to work on. We got a couple players that just not panning out right now in this stretch anyway. You know what I mean? On our bench, the starting lineup is fine. Mitchell Robinson been the block dust monster in the first quarter. He's swatting everybody stuff off the top of the glass. So I like that the Knicks is featuring him a little more in the offense. Pope when he get
you noticed that.
Yeah, he got a good deep post. They throwing the ball down to him, and you know he just got when he get that ball, he do got to remember that he got to watch them guys that's shorter than him try to strip him down low. But once he get that ball, I like to see him bring it up for a minute and make sure the defense is clear, and then he can do his work. But I don't figure that the guy they had Isaiah Stewart and Kevin Knox and them couldn't do nothing with him. So I want to see them kind of feature him a little more, run about 5 plays for him because I think he got a chance to do some good things there. But overall, man, it was just a good win today. Let me throw up the what they did today on the stat sheet. We look at everybody's numbers, man. I think the numbers was pretty good today. We got some things I'm kind of concerned about overall. Excuse me, that I mean to throw us in there. Let me throw in there just from today the stats, man. Y'all bear with me for a minute. I apologize for the inconvenience right there. There we go, right there, ladies and gentlemen. For the Knicks today, man, Julius Randle, 40 minutes, 15 rebounds. Good God, 4 assists, 42 points. RJ, 27 minutes, still got you 13, 2-2. He wasn't efficient today. RJ, I don't know if it's coming back off the injury, whatever, but he definitely feel like he wasn't in the game totally today. But they didn't need him too. That's a good thing. Even though Mitchell Robinson had 4 points, but 12 rebounds, like 3 or 4 blocks, something like that. He was killing it there. Jalen Brunson, 42 minutes, 5 and 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 27. Grimes, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 11 points, some timely shots. I love the way that boy got a quick first step and burst into that basket. He's doing things, but Amanda quickly though, 34 minutes, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 17 points. Hartenstein played with some aggressiveness tonight. I was happy about that. Obi didn't have no scoring, but he did have 6 rebounds and 1 assist. And obviously McBride, McBride is the issue right now for me in New York. Concerned about the man right now. For the Pistons, they Sadiq Bey probably was their hottest guy that I can think of. He had 21, and Jaden Ivey had 21. But that was a tough 21 Jaden Ivey got. Burks had 14. Burks was knocking a couple of threes down here and there. Kevin Knox, 16 points in 19 minutes. Salute to Kevin Knox. Always good to see once a Knick, always a Knick. So Kevin Knox was in his bag today. Stat-wise, from team perspective, Knicks shot 45%. They shot 44%. We shot 40% from downtown. They shot 40% from downtown. 80% from the chatty stripe. They shot 80% from the chatty stripe. That's amazing. But we crushed them on the boards, though. 52-38, 18 offensive rebounds. This stuff is scary, but I guess between Jalen Brunson and Randall going ISO, I can understand why it's like that. But we killed them in the paint tonight, which was good, and we did a good job with the foul. We only had 12 personal fouls today. So overall, it was 3 steals. It was a good performance for the Knicks overall. And a team like Detroit, we supposed to did that against them anyway. It wasn't, they world beaters because they know they're injured. Got a lot of injured players, shot power. But we did what we supposed to do. We went out there and handled our business, and that's all you can say, man. That them cats went out there and played hard today. Salute to the chat. Peace to the guard, alive wide, Frank Matos, and they're building D-Ross. Salute to everybody. Netflix family, go worldwide. LL, what's popping?
What's popping?
Yeah, Hector and everybody, man. Salute to you guys. And make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, man. Run them up with the thumbs up. We definitely in the building. Knicks, Giants, what a beautiful Sunday. You couldn't get no better than that. So let's keep this thing going, man. I like what I'm seeing right now. We just got to stay the course. You beat the team you're supposed to beat. I had 120, 105 last night was my prediction. So we had 117, 104. I was pretty happy about that. And we out of respect, we didn't shoot that last shot that we wanted to try to show them up. But overall, the Knicks did what I thought they were going to do today, man. They went out there and played hard. And, that team, no matter who they are, they're NBA ball players. You know, if they had all their guys, man, that team would be better than they are right now. But obviously, without Cunningham, Bogdan and him guys, and no Jalen Doran, no a lot of cats. Nerlens Noel was out. They was like decimated, just like the team we played the other day was just totally decimated. So, but you beat who you're supposed to beat. We expected Knicks to beat them,
Right.
and they beat them. They did what they had to do. So that moved up to 25-19, 6 in the Eastern Conference shot powers, and big game tomorrow. It seems like these games is getting bigger, but I love these next two games just due to the fact with the schedule that we got coming up in the next week, man. It's gonna be brutal.
Yeah, I mean, these are all teams now coming up that we already have played, and 80% of the time the Knicks play a team, they fare a little better with them the second game. If not the win, they play a little bit better offensively. So let's see what happens, man. I think we're gonna get out there tomorrow's game. I mean, like tonight's game, Jalen Brunson just did what he had to do. Julius Randle did what he had to do. RJ had an off game today. They sent him down a little bit. What I like what Tibbs is doing right now. He is first man to the bench now. It used to be Mitchell Robinson. Now I've been noticing the last couple of games, well, since he's been back, RJ goes to the bench early, 5 minute, 6-minute mark, and he comes back in and he plays with the second unit. And the smart thing to do with him playing with the second unit is IQ is on that second unit with Obi Toppin. So he keeps scoring into that second unit. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just looking at it too much. I'm a Knicks fan. And as a Knicks fan, I noticed that he's staggering RJ into the second unit because he knows he doesn't have anybody in the second unit that can score. You know what I mean? And I just believe, a lot of people harp about Tibbs and stuff like that, but that is a smart move to take RJ out early, implement IQ into the starting lineup, as the first man off the bench, and then he substitute when he goes into the next substitution, RJ comes back in and he plays on the second unit when Randall is down, when Jalen Brunson is down, when Mitchell Robinson is down, and that's very smart basketball right there, helping the second unit out by implementing RJ into that second unit. Very smart.
Absolutely. He what I love to see today, he did also, and you were 100% dead on with y'all, because we don't have that legitimate scoring in the second unit. But I love the way he brings RJ out for that's an excellent point, because he does that. He's been doing that lately. He's been paying dividends. It really has. He brings RJ out early, let him be that first one out, subbed and out, get quickly in there, then bring him back in there. That's what I'm moved to. We both for that team from a scoring standpoint, man. I think it works well, man. He coached a good game today, and people. Sometimes we always get the why the tip leads then the longer. Now you see why, because it's been so easy to lose a league in the NBA now. Without being able to be too aggressive on the defense, you can't put your hand on nobody. You can't be aggressive on defense. And you could rain a three or four threes. And Sadiq Bey had it going. He was knocking down threes. He kept it respectable. Alex Burks was knocking down three, keeping it respectable until the Knicks came out. And I think Tibbs called a timeout in that fourth quarter. As soon as we kind of got into it, and next thing you know, the Knicks turned on the switch and just put it away a little bit. So, but he coached a good game today, man. But I think the Knicks is really on a good run now. We just got to get that player too. I think we get a player too to help out quickly and don't allow RJ have to go do that if we don't have to. We get a little stronger with the team offensively. Then I think you see the minutes go down on these guys. But like you look at the day, Shop, what I'm really disappointed is, and I'm glad Tibbs did it. You notice Tibbs with Grimes and quickly in the second half, because McBride just didn't have it. Obi really didn't have it. And the RJ kind of had a sort of an off night. You know what I mean? And so Tibbs went with Grimes and quickly down the end to close that thing out. And I think that was so impressive the way he did that, man. And because sometimes you don't got it. You know what I mean? That's what it all boils down to. And when you don't got it, you just should be playing. And right now, I think the guys a little bit too inconsistent there, but that's all right though. They're bounced back. I think McBride will bounce back. I think Obi will bounce back. But as the time go on, and we still competing for this 6th spot, it might be some changes with them young guys right now, because they getting opportunities. You can't say that they're not given an opportunity. They're given an opportunity. They're not producing. I think I spoke about that last night. So I was like, McBride getting an opportunity. Obi getting an opportunity. You got to take it upon yourself to get in there and make it happen. You know what I mean? Or if not, you kind of not helping the team in that aspect. And so I understand what Ted do, the things he do. But overall, we still 25-19. Jay Boogie was popping to the Jay Boogie. You know what it is, my brother. You know we in a builder right now. The New York Football Giants had a popper. Knicks had a popper. You don't get no better Sunday than this, Shop Howard. I mean, this shit was legit today.
Yeah, this definitely was a good day, man. You know what I mean? Especially for me, just to sit home and just watch everything, because what a night last. And excuse me for last night, Divine, man, but you already told you. Already told you. But
my other half, it was tough.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, today, man. One thing that I've been noticing, man, and a lot me as a Knicks fan, I heard this a lot, that play the kids, play the young guys, play, let them play, let them get out there. And we played everybody. We play Deuce McBride, we play IQ, we play Obi, we play RJ, we play all the young guys, that Grimes, we play all the young guys. I mean, aside from Reddish, but we play all the young guys that we've been talking about, that we've been harping about seeing out there tonight, and they're starting to come together. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say it again, man. We need some help on that in that bench. You know what I mean? And once again, man, I like the way Tibbs is staggering RJ minutes so he can play into the second unit with IQ. And with that being said, man, I'm hopeful for Deuce, but Deuce gets out there and he plays great defense, but he's not making shots. And he's not really how can I say it, quick off the dribble into the lane and stuff like that. He has from what I've seen, he has a nice foul line shot down, but he doesn't get to the spot where he can shoot that shot, that pull up jump shot. So, but the defense when he's out here is excellent. I rip Ihard a little bit too, but some games you just be like, man, he's hustling, man. He's trying to do his best. He's out there being strong. He's pushing people in the back. He makes some stupid fouls, but when he hits you for a foul, he really hits you for a foul. So I respect that about him. And the team is getting better, man. And we're holding on to D Rose, I believe, until hopefully I'm hoping as a Knicks fan that we hold on to him until we need him, maybe in April. Maybe that'll be the time for him to get himself together. He doesn't have to play many minutes and stuff like that. That's going towards running for the playoffs and all that stuff, and setting your position up right and stuff like that. So let's see what we can do with him. And overall, man, the team is a top 10 in offense, top 10 in defense, top 10 in net rating. What else can you say about the team, man? We got two. I mean, if you ask me, we got 2 All-Stars on the team right now that should be in the All-Star season. I mean, actually, we have 3. I think Julius Randle should be there. I think Jalen Brunson should be there, and I hear that Sims is going into the dunk contest this year. Let's see if he can win it.
Yeah, real talk. Just to piggyback off what you said, there's always pros and cons to this stuff. So though we try to be positive about a lot of things, there's some things I'm pessimistic about. I think I had said this at the beginning of the year. I like McBride, but you know what McBride problem is? He's not a downhill point guard.
Right.
He can't get in the lane and distribute the ball. If his jump shot is off, he is nothing he could do. So I was hoping that he did one play that he got down the lane. That was the only one I seen. But that's what his Achilles heel is as a point guard. He can't get down that lane. He just if he ain't shooting that 3-point shot, that he don't have nothing for the Knicks. So if the shot's not falling, it's going to be like that. And I just think that if the Knicks hold on to retain him, his main priority next year in the offseason is learning how to get down in that middle, to create some habits somewhere, or that you could take the shot or pass it out to the player. I think that's where Deuce McBride is falling short at. Obi Toppin, he had a Hartenstein moment today. You know what I mean? Like he missed 3 bunnies. I mean, 3 follow-up rebounds in a row. And he should have went up and slammed one of them things, man. Obi got athleticism. So when you get a chance to get almost like 3 tip-ins, he should have grabbed that ball one time, went up and did a Mitchell Robinson. You know what I mean? Obi got to get more dog in him, man. I love Obi Toppin, man, but he got to get that gorilla instinct in him, man.
That Dayton way of playing basketball.
Yeah, man. And I think he got to go a little hard and be more aggressive. And but overall, it's gonna be interesting, man. In the next 3 weeks, man. The trading deadline on February 9th. We already at the 15th. Before you know it, it's gonna be a lot of rumbles out here. But just to piggyback off, 100%. A lot wild. Real talk. The thing with Derrick Rose, from what I hear, and it's just from reading the stuff that's out there out in the atmosphere and in the stratosphere, the Knicks want to make sure they send him to a place that he's happy with and that he's suited to be in. Like, they're just not going to trade him anywhere. They said we want to give Derrick Rose the respect to find a team that he really want to see his opportunity there. You know what I mean? They won't just want to trade him to somebody who's not even a contender or don't even got a chance to be for a ring. So I respect the Knicks for that. Even if they don't hold on to Derrick Rose, they at least try to get the man somewhere where he got a chance to win a ring or blah, blah, blah. So salute to Tom Thibodeau and all them guys on the front office for treating the brother with respect, because it takes a lot of humility to be able to not play in front of Deuce McBride. Derrick Rose don't play in front of Deuce McBride. That's humility right there. Team guy to not be able to do that, man. So salute to Derrick Rose for hanging in there, man. It's tough. I hope the Knicks get him to somewhere where he got a chance to do something, man. I really want to see that guy have an opportunity to play with a contending team. I think Milwaukee would be a good look for him because he's from Chicago. Milwaukee's right there. That might be a good look for Derrick Rose. I think he can help coming off the bench for Drew Holiday and things like that. So let's hope whatever they do with him. And they sent it to Keith Turner. What's popping, my man? Keith, what's good? Salute. Glad to see you up in here, man. Real talk, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that building. Knicks Real Talk. We in the building. Divine Shot Power, the chat. New York Giants, New York Knicks. Victorious on this Sunday. We in here, man. Important game tomorrow. I'll go with the starting lines and all that in a few minutes. But I'm glad to have my brother back in the building with me. It always looks good when Shot Power's up in here with his brothers, so you know how we do. But it was good, man. Let's go get it tomorrow, man. Just try to, Toronto coming there with a good team. They reckon is deceiving to me. Shot Power, though they're under 500, they not an under 500 team, though they record is, but their team talent wise is not an under 500 playing team. So we can't take these guys for granted tomorrow. They still got Van Vliet, they still got Siakam, Anunoby, all these guys, Gary Trent, who we clamming for. You know what I mean? Let's hope the Knicks can go in there tomorrow and just really get past this matinee game, man, and today and go and get another one, man. Then we off to Wednesday when we got the Wizards, Cal Kuzma and them coming in the building on Wednesday. So overall, been a good run for the New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of peaks and valleys. It's more peaks than valleys, though. We got more ups and downs the way this team playing right now. We beat the team that we supposed to beat, and we grind against a team that can either beat us or we can beat them. So I guess to say that, I think we playing the type of battle that we should be playing. We've beaten the team we could beat, and the team that we got a good shot at, we got to go hard against them. So I'm really loving where we at with this thing, man. Shot Powers, but I am concerned that we got to get a little bit more strength on that bench, and we're gonna have to reevaluate a couple of guys, man. Like I said, and I was telling somebody the past night, excuse me, that like guys like McBride and Obi, not Obi was the 8th pick, but this guy was 30-something. You can get more of them. You can get another McBride in the draft. You know what I mean? That's what I look at, that you can always get another McBride. He's not the end-all, be-all. Like, the fan base shouldn't be concerned if the Knicks trade McBride, because you can get another McBride with all the picks you got. You know what I mean? I don't even think that's an issue to me. Obi Toppin, tough for an 8th pick. I'm hoping he get back into his game, and we need Obi Toppin. We need Obi Toppin to relieve some of the pressure off Emmanuel quickly right now, because we don't have another guy in that lineup. He's supposed to be that guy that I was looking to say, you know what, we can get you 15 points. I had big expectations for Obi Toppin, man. But we need him to really get into, he's been injured. He just getting back in the rhythm. But let's hope he find lightning in the bottle. We don't do too much. We need Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin can't give us 3 points. You know what I mean? He got to be better than that, man. So let's hope that he get together and he turns his game around after coming off that injury, him and RJ Barrett, and kind of get back into their groove and make it happen. So But overall, you still got to be happy with what's going on right now, man. 25-19, you can't be mad at that. It's sitting there in the sixth spot in the Eastern Conference, battling to stay in that sixth spot, man. It's really awesome.
Yeah, man, they are definitely playing good basketball, man. And if if the Knicks make the stay 6 seed, make the playoffs, we had a good year. If we make a first round, a second round appearance, then by whatever happens in that second round appearance, win or loss, the Knicks are not going to look like the same team that at the end of 23 this season right here. We make it to the first round. Depending on what team we match up against, we may have a chance to make it to the second round. And I don't think the team is going to look like this next year. I think they're trying to lay out some plans already. Me as a Knicks fan, I think they're thinking, this is a year to show what you're about. What we really got you for. And these are some contract years coming up. We still don't necessarily have to sign quickly next year. I think we have one more year with him, but he may have an offer sheet. I don't think we have to make the offer to him or Obi Toppin until the final year if they plan to stay in here, or something like that that I was hearing. So, see what happens with those guys. But Obi Toppin, IQ, all those names, Quentin Grimes. You may hear some chat about RJ Barrett. Knicks fan, hear me out when I say this, because I think Julius Randle is here to stay. As long as Tom Thibodeau was here, I think Julius Randle is here. So, and I think Thibodeau is probably going to. I think this will probably be the first time we have a coach for the full 5 years of his contract in a long time. I think Tibbs is going to stay. I think Tibbs is going to stay here the whole 5 joints. Maybe after next year, the 5th year, maybe he might take a rescission or whatever, see what happens with the team next year and stuff. But I think Tibbs is here for his 5-year contract, man. We've been getting coaches, and 2-3 years we pay him and we fire him and we still got to pay him. I think Tibbs is staying here till his contract is over. That's just me as a Knicks fan. So. And I think Julius, as long as Julius, I see Julius Randle with somebody like John Starks, Patrick Ewing, not really much in here. H2O, he's going to be, a big piece of New York basketball after he finishes his career. I think he may be one of those type of guys. As long as Leon is here, I think. Randall might stay here as well. I think they see him as a almost all-star every year. He's been, last year was a bad year, but he's been in that, since he's been with the Knicks 2 out of 3 times. He may make it. If we keep voting for him, we may can have a chance to get him in as a reserve or something like that. So KD is out. I don't know how long KD is going to be out for, but he might be out for like a month. That might take him past the All-Star. He might not want to play in the All-Star break, so we might can vote Julius in. Anyway, with that being said, I'm just running my mouth now. The team we got right now is a good team, man. We do need to strengthen up that second unit.
Yeah, real talk. Salute to DSJ, DS, Deanna, what's popping, my brother? Y'all know DSJ be down on Blanche Tears, dropping mad jewels down there. I'm going to drop the J Boogie New York Giant anthem again tonight because it's worthy. Giants win to Minnesota and prevail 31-24. Knicks go up to Detroit 117-104, still in that 6th spot, holding it down. The chat is on fire. Everybody up in here. It's Knicks Real Talk Game Day prior to the game because tomorrow got an early game, so we're going to get it popping about the Detroit game today. We're going to talk about the Toronto game. But we up in here, Knicks fan up in here. The chat is on fire. Giants, Big Blue fans on fire. The Big Blue fan base on fire. It was all good, man. So I'm really excited about our Knicks right now, man. I know it's just early. We still got a way to go. But we started to really hit a stride with these guys, with Jalen Brunson and RJ Barrett. And don't make a mistake. Don't take RJ Barrett game today because it was off. I didn't like the way he played, but he just coming off a 2-day injury hiatus when he had a good game the first night he got back. But the good thing about it is when you got Jalen Brunson and Randall, you can take a back seat, or RJ got a pop in that night and Randall got a pop in that night. Jalen Brunson could take a back seat. If Jalen Brunson and RJ got a pop in that night, Randall could take a back seat. So I'm not too concerned about none of this, man. We right now we in a good place, but I just want to put this like Push nice. I don't have a problem with that Jonathan Isaac deal, because here's the thing: if they let Jonathan Isaac go, his contract is non-guaranteed. All that money that cat was getting, if they decide to part ways with Jonathan Isaac, his contract is non-guaranteed. Bronx kid, got defense capability. I think he could have been OG Anunoby before OG Anunoby. Jonathan Isaac, real talk, coming out of Florida State. He was the real deal, man. I just think the injury set him back, man, on the real. So, but that's a good pickup for the Knicks, man. They could pull that off. I'm not even mad at that, man. They can get that boy Jonathan Isaac. Just it's not even going to be a detriment to the books too. It'd be nice to see, man. So Push nice, good chat on that one, man. But overall, just a great game. But we got a big one tomorrow 3:00. We 2:33. We got the Toronto Raptors, man. Like I said, that team was not a under 500 team. I think they got a lot of talent down there. But I think we played them pretty well. What a good game we played them last game up at Toronto. After Siakam dropped 52 in the Garden, we went back up in Toronto, gave them the business, and got that bad taste out of our mouth. And now we got to see if we can hold down the home court tomorrow, and don't let the Cats come up in the building and run amok. Our record in MSG is not where I want it to be honest with you. But I do think that we flopped. We like 500 at home. And I think we just got to kind of weather tell you we are actually 11-11 at home. So we still 500 at home. 14-8 on the road, tied for the second best record in the Eastern Conference with the Brooklyn Nets, and the Celtics at 15-7. So the Knicks have been road warriors, just like the Giants. Giants and Knicks is road warriors, man. And I'm gonna open up the chat later on, man. So I'm gonna open up the panel later on if you guys want to hang around and get in. I want to go through the itinerary and everything that we get it popping. But the Giants and the Knicks is road warriors. Knicks playing good ball on the road, the second best record in the Eastern Conference on the road. And then you got to give testament and credit to these guys the way they're going on the road and coming together and gelling together and winning these games, which is important. But tomorrow is a big game for us tomorrow. Let's hope that we go down there and prevail tomorrow at MSG, the world most famous arena. We got to protect that home court better than we've been doing all year, and we still got a chance to do that. Let's see if we can get it popping tomorrow, man. We get it 26-19. Then Wednesday hopefully we could beat I know it's one game at a time that we could beat the Boston Wizards again, 27-19. Then we got to go down to Atlanta, and then that's when that brutal schedule comes apart, man. But I'd rather be 7 games over 500 going into that brutal schedule that we got. Even if we come out of that schedule 500, we still 7 games over 500. So that's why it's important to win the game that we winning now. So when we get ready to go to the daunting schedule we got coming up against all contenders, if we can manage to stay 500 within that realm, coming out of there still 7 games over 500. If we win the next 2, that's pretty impressive, man. I think that you got to give Knicks their credit, man. But I do think that it's going to be tough, and let's see how it goes. Eric Horn, what's popping? Eric, salute to you, man. Greetings from Mississippi. My man Eric, what's popping, my brother? I appreciate you getting in here, man. Eric's in the building. Mississippi is in the building. But what do you think, Shop House? What's your overall feeling for the next couple of games coming up, man? Like I said, we got Toronto tomorrow. Then obviously we got the Washington Wizards. Then we go down to Atlanta. So we got to really see how this thing gonna pan out.
I mean, every time I get on, and I try to project to see what the Knicks need in my as a Knicks fan, see what I see that could help them win the game. I think they can win all 3 of the next games coming up. I think they want to beat Atlanta. I think they want to beat the Raptors. You know what I mean? And we see what happens between the next 3 games. I believe that they can win all 3 though. Is all in how how they play the basketball game. You know what I mean? The Raptors game, I believe they want to. They need to start winning these games at home, and I think this would be a game that they want to win at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yep, absolutely. They winning the game they're supposed to win. They competing hard. And like I said, that team we playing tomorrow is not an under 500 team. The Raptors right now 19-24. That could easily be 24-19. I just think their 3-point shooting is not knocking down this year, and But they don't have the side to deal with Mitchell Robinson in the paint tomorrow. I'm looking for another dominant game, man. I love the way real talk. Before I even move on, I appreciate that part tonight. We already know what it is, man. Have a born day, MLK, man. I appreciate that part tonight, real talk. Because we can't forget about the reason why we on these platforms, be able to do this stuff because of people like Dr. Martin Luther King. So I'm gonna be able to give us these opportunities, but through his perseverance and everything. Salute to one of the greatest of all time, Dr. Martin Luther King, man. Salute to you. Rest in power, man. Always, man. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a big game tomorrow, man. Big game as always. We just gotta shore it up a little bit and get that bench going, either by trade or whatever. But we definitely got to shore up that bench, man. That's gonna be that's pretty alarming to me. Almighty Finesse, Almighty was popping, was good. Almighty. We just got to go in and get this thing popping, man. Yeah, we on the New York Knicks and G-Man on a wagon today. This show is about the Knicks and the Giants. Let's make no mistake about today, man. These cats went in there and handled their business. One of them won a playoff game. The other team was in the playoff contention. To see the end of the day, the New York Knicks would be in the playoff, not the play-in. They'd be in the playoffs. So Giants and Knicks playoff team went and showed and proved today. So let's keep going, man. Let's hope we can keep persevering, man, and keeping it moving, man. But let's look at what's going on tomorrow, man. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Y'all make sure I hit that like and subscribe button, man. Y'all know we up here dropping these gems.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the building. Knicks Real Talk. The energy is up in here. The chat is up in here. The Giants up in here. The Knicks up in here. We got to run this thing up, man. We in here keep dropping these jewels. Make sure y'all represent the brothers, man. Shaw Power, Divine, Knicks Real Talk, Game Day. We in the building. Giants in the building. Knicks in the building. It don't get no better on this Sunday, man. But I need y'all to run them up with them thumbs up, man.
Let's get it.
Friend, we dropping real content up in here. We dropping jewels. We keeping it 100 all the time. That's what we do here. But salute to the Knicks. Salute to the Giants. A win is a win. I don't care how you take it, how you get it, ugly, whatever. You got the main thing is that we get the W. The W. I don't care about nothing else but the W. I don't care if somebody go 1 for 30, but we walk out that game with a W. That's what all that matters is the wins and the losses. Today, the Giants won it. We going to Philadelphia on next weekend. We going up in there and clip the wings off of Eagles, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. We going up in Philly. This won't be the Philly team. This won't be the Giant team that the Philly played in the regular season. We got a Dory Jackson back. We got our safeties back. I wish a Jory wouldn't be so injured this year. Daniel Jones dropping jewels up in there on a quarterback level, running like Vanilla Vic, as they would say. Shaquan Barkley in his bag, Dexter Lawrence in that front line in his bag. This ain't gonna be no walkover game Sunday. So we got to go in there and get it popping. And for all you Danny Dimes haters, kill a noise. It's over. It is over. I don't want to hear another person talk about Danny Dimes ain't worth what he. If you play at four different coaches with 3 different coaches in 4 years, a depleted offensive line, an injured Shaquan Barkley, now you see what he got when he got all the pieces around him. He got a good the offensive line playing good ball this year. Thomas playing good. You got Coach Dable in there. These are things that Daniel Jones didn't have, and he don't even got top wide receivers.
Word up.
300 yards, 2 TDs, 71 rushing yards. He was killing them with them feet. So you got to get that man his flowers, man. We got to make sure the Big Blue is in the building tonight. No matter what happened, just to win today. If we lose to the Eagles, I don't even care. This was an ultimate achievement for the New York Giants this year to come in here and get into the playoffs. And the first-year coach like Dable. And remember, Dable his first year to the Giants to the playoffs. Tom Thibodeau in his first year for the Knicks took them to the playoffs. This is what's really happening right now, man. So let's enjoy this thing and let's hope we can go on and get it. But moving forward with the Knicks, tomorrow game gonna be crazy. We gotta win that game tomorrow, Tim. And like I said, let me go with the itinerary with tomorrow's game and then starting line, and I'll open up a panel for everybody. But we gotta win this game tomorrow, man. This is a important win for the Knicks tomorrow if they can pull this off. Miami Heat right on our heels. They 24-20, we 25-19, half a game. They right there. But like I said, the Knicks got a 3-game winning streak, tied with the Heat with the second most other than the Celtics. But man, we killing it in a way. So it's gonna be pretty awesome. Let's keep doing this thing, man. We see how it goes. But Shaw Powell, let's look at ladies and gentlemen, let's look at the itinerary for tomorrow, and see what's popping. And then when we get back at it, man, then we open it up and let brothers and sisters get in here if they want to get it popping. Obviously tomorrow, the game day, we got Knicks in Toronto at the Garden at the world most famous. They gonna get it popping down there with Toronto Raptors tomorrow. Let's see if we can go down there and get it, man. Go in MSG and light it up on Martin Luther King Day, man. I think that would be so impressive. We can go in there and eke out that victory. So that's game day tomorrow for the New York Knicks and Toronto Raptors. You already know what that is, man. Let's see if we can go down there and get it popping and prevail and get a victory tomorrow. And then we'll take it from there, and then we'll see what else we're going to do. But before I start the lineups tomorrow, we're going with the usual suspects tomorrow. At the Garden, we are going with our same usual five right now that's playing good basketball for the New York Knicks. And that's going to be Jalen Brunson at the point guard spot. Quentin Grimes going to be at the two guard, R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. For the Toronto Raptors, they're going to roll out for my projection on what I've seen out there. Van Vliet, Gary Trent Jr., Scotty Barnes, Pascal Siakam on the injury report for the Knicks. There's no injury, nobody injured for the New York Knicks tomorrow. So we should be pretty much fully loaded tomorrow. I don't have the scouting report. Last I had was Otto Porter's out for the whole year. I think he's pretty much done. The tail of the tape for the game tomorrow was kind of crazy because the numbers is kind of interesting with the Knicks and them guys tomorrow. Let me throw the tail of the tape guy that we get back at it, then we move on through the process. But tomorrow we'll get the wrap of the tail of the tape. Pretty much looks like this here. In the last 10 games, the New York Knicks is 7-3. They scored 113 a game, 48 rebounds, almost 47 rebounds a game, 19. I'm kind of concerned with that assist number. Look like they was up behind the high 24-25 at one time. They're down to 19.7. Field goal 44. 3-point shooting even dropped in the last in the 5 games, whatever. So that's concern for me a little bit, but Toronto 4-6, 113. They scoring the same thing we scoring. We definitely out rebound them a lot. That's why I think tomorrow we got to smash the board and beat them on the defense side of the ball. With defense is rebounding this defense. So we pretty much handle them on the glass. They're not a big team. They got to run Siakam at the 5 sometime and Boucher come off the bench for them and everything like that. But the way Mitchell Robinson playing at the 5, I'm pretty good with that. They shoot 44%. We shoot 44%. But that's what they shoot 32.7 from downtown. They're not a good 3-point shooter team, and I think that's where their Achilles heel is this year. I think Toronto took a step back from shooting the 3 ball this year. So I'm really looking at this thing like we can go in there tomorrow and shop out and just get these guys. They're gonna give us a tough game, and then we can still prevail and win and get us to 26-19 and looking for that game on Wednesday against the Washington Wizards at the world most famous arena. We can go out there and try to win that game. I think we should be good to go.
Yeah, tomorrow's a big game, man. We need a win at home, just like the win at Washington. We need some wins at home to make us look better. You know what I mean? Give us a little bit more cushion from the teams under us and stuff like that. And this is a team that gave it to us. Siakam 50 some odd points, 52 points. So we need to shut him down and beat them again. So let's see if we can get out there and play some. I mean, we haven't been shooting the 3 as well, but we are shooting a little better when we do shoot them, if that makes sense. And I mean, we're making some of the bigger shots, and we're starting to see more open shots for Grimes and IQ and for Brunson. So let's see if we can get to the key to getting for our 3-point shooting to really pop is for us to make some them hockey passes, a pass to a pass to a pass to get it to the open shot. In the last couple of games we been under 20 assists a game, and we got to bring it back up, like you were saying earlier, Divine. We were early in the season, we were close to 24, I think it was 24, 25 assists a game. And now we're down to about 17, 18, 19 a game. We got to get back into that 20 assists, assist shots or better, and hopefully that'll make our 3-point shooting a little better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what? And it comes to when what's so interesting to me. When Julius Randle had that 0 for 9 3-point shoot performance, our numbers that dipped then. Because sometimes 1 or 2 players they got it, that's going to happen. But overall, we still around league average, about a couple of points here or there from league average. We just got to get it up there. But I'm not mad at the way we playing right now, man. We are locked in as a team. We got peaks and valleys. We got good, bad things that happen, which happens with every team. But I think that what I'm happy about is the good is outweighing the bad so far. Now, I think you got to take that, man, that the good things that we doing is outweigh the bad things that's happening. You know what I mean? Like Jalen Brunson and Randall is making up from a good perspective than the McBrides and the Obies, you know what I mean? So we got that's happening, but we also got some bad things that's happening. But overall, I think the good is outweighing the bad in New York right now. But hopefully we can keep that same that atmosphere going and just try to win this game. And listen, we're gonna get into. Let me drop the J Boogie joint for all the Giant fans. We do the J Boogie joint. We recruit after that. And I'll open up the panel, man. Let you cats get in here for the next half hour and get it popping. You know, I had to do the marathon last night, so you know I'm out of here early tonight. But we're gonna drop this J Boogie joint, man, to represent the New York Giants, man, and get it popping. So let's get J Boogie joint and Mental Music, J Boogie with the Giant track. We're gonna get that popping.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna see us? We in here. You dig? Shout out to the Big Blue Nation.
Yes, sir.
Everybody that's been rocking with them Giants, stand loyal.
Yes,
Stand
sir.
up. Stand up. Stand up. Somebody tell them we back, we in the trenches. You see that front B line that got them flinching. Joe Show no way, handle your business. They don't wanna see this big that we bitching. When it comes to the swag, this here's Big Blue. You don't wanna see that cold season. Somebody tell them Mars, yeah, they got it right. You see the stadium from the highway, this is man play. It's only right that I hit you with this name on. That Blue 6 got me feeling like I'm safe on. Barkley, I ain't talking Mr. Sir Charles. And cut back, hit the hole when I'm running hard. You see the squad, we back, we in the POs. I'm at the game, so please don't call my PO. That pretty boy Gillette cut, you see my facial. That locker room, I'm dancing like Brian Gable. This that 8 around here, we call them Danny Downs. If you ain't seeing what I'm seeing, then you Stevie Brown. This what happens on the field with an old line. The fullback read option, now it's go time. The underdog, Big Blue, tell them we don't bend. Like Adrian told Rocky to just win. I know the haters for real, so they won't choose. We already won the season, so we can't lose. Somebody tell them we back, we in the trenches. You see that front B line that got them flinching. Joe Show no way, handle your business. They don't wanna see this big that we bitching. When it comes to the swag, this here's Big Blue. You don't wanna see that cold season. Somebody tell them Mars, yeah, they got it right. You see the stadium from the highway, this is man. National Blue Day Giant get every Friday. Tell Ice Cube we need another Friday. That's the love around here, we all G-men. Just had to make moves, get rid of Dave, get him in. That front D when it blitz, it'll stain ya. Call Chris, the entertainer. I said we back for long years, a bull run. You know my name, J Boogie, this a blue one. Somebody tell them we back, we in the trenches. You see that front D line that got them flinching. Joe Show no way, handle your business. They don't wanna see this big that we bitching. When it comes to the swag, this here's Big Blue. You don't wanna see that cold season. Somebody tell them Mars, yeah, they got it right. You see the stadium from the highway, this is man play. Shout out to the office. Shout out to the coaching staff. Shout out to the players. Shout out to the fan base. Everybody rocking with this Big Blue. You know what time it is. Next up is the division. After that is the conference. After that is the Super Bowl. If you don't like what we do, go to Super Bowl. Y'all want Super Bowl.
J Boogie in the building with the Big Blue anthem. New York Football Giants in the building today, 31-24 in Minnesota. Kirk Cousins, you ain't our cousin, brother, so it's a wrap. See y'all. So we see y'all in Philadelphia, and Jalen Hurts is going to hurt from Sunday. We coming up in there, man. Real talk. Salute to the New York Football Giants. Got that playoff win. Got the monkey off our back. Now our Knicks going to do it next. Giants did it. Now it's the Knicks' turn to get it popping. So y'all make sure y'all represent these teams, man. They bringing some fire up in the metropolitan area. They got it popping up there. We playing hard basketball. We playing hard football. The New York City Gritty Committee is in the building. Knicks Real Talk, Divine, Shaw Powers, the chat. That's where it's at. The New York Knicks is in the building, man. Giants in the building. It feels good to be this is one of the best Sundays I had in a minute, literally. It's one of the best Sundays we had in a minute, New York. So salute to our football and basketball team, man, for going hard and being gritty and coming away with a victory today. We beat the team we supposed to beat for the basketball situation. A lot of people that have us beating the Minnesota Vikings. I did, though. I did. I had us beating them cats. I'm like, the last time they beat us on a 61-yard field goal, I'm like, we coming up in there to get that back. And we stayed true to form. We got it back. So salute to the Giants. Real talk, man. Salute to the chat. Jarvis in the building. Jarvis was part of the marathon last night. We was on this piece for 4.5 hours last night. Jarvis, Tim, appreciate y'all holding it down, man. I know we went through a little thing that's off script and it happens, but for the most part, it was a really positive thing, man. I was excited that we were able to hang out on last night and keep it going, man. So thank y'all for being on the platform. My brother Shaw Powell had a sick day last night, so he had to take a sick day last night. But it was all love. Yeah, man. It's looking pretty good from a Knicks perspective. Moving forward with the team, the way they playing, we just gotta hope that they can keep fighting, keep scrapping, and keep putting it down, man. And just win what you can. Because like I said, the schedule coming up gonna be pretty brutal right now. And for us today, man, it was an interesting game in association today that I think would have benefited the Knicks in a lot of ways. The one that I wanted got away from us. But what happened today? Let's go over what happened. The Bulls lost to the Bulls beat the Warriors in Chicago 132-118. I was hoping that the Warriors could find that thing. But I got one for y'all, and I talked about this last night. The Oklahoma City Thunder winning Brooklyn beat the Brooklyn Nets 112-102. I told y'all that listen, without KD, you're gonna see what Kyrie and all these cats is made of. And right now, Jalen Brunson's that dude. The best point guard in New York to me right now. I see it coming. And far as that, the Lakers and the Sixers right now, 26-29. First quarter, Sixers up 3. That's a big game for the Knicks. If the Sixers lose that game tonight, they get down to 17 losses with the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's a good look for us, man. And if you look at where we at for the standings wise, it's a good look if we can pull this thing off because them teams gonna wind up losing the games. And if you look at it right now in the standings, the New York Knicks sit right there, 25-19. Look at the Cleveland Cavaliers. Look, if the Sixers lose to the Lakers tonight, look at this here. 17 losses, we got 19. 19 if they lose. And the games coming up in the next couple of days. If you look at tomorrow, it's a really big thing, man. I can't reiterate this enough. We got the Toronto Raptors, Charlotte Hornets, and look at the Bucks and the Pacers. So if the Bucks beat the Pacers, they fall out without Halliburton. Then you got the Knicks and the Raptors. Hopefully the Warriors can bounce back. Cleveland going to be playing the Pelicans. Even though they in Cleveland, they playing Zion Williamson and them. If Cleveland Cavaliers lose that game tomorrow, they got 18 losses and the Knicks got 19 losses. If the Hawks beat the Heat, we gain almost a game on them if we can win tomorrow. So Heat been playing good ball, but they are in Atlanta. So if Atlanta can find a way to win that game against the Heat, that's going to put us almost a game and a half lead on the Hawks, on the Heat, excuse me. So it's some big games that coming up in the next couple of days, man. Raptors and Bucks, Nets and the Spurs. The 76ers going to be in LA against Kawhi the night after that. Knicks could literally be damn near in the 4th to 3rd spot in the next couple of days. The 4th or 5th spot, excuse me, with the way the schedule is panning out. So I think we got to go in there and go hard and go get it, man. We play the Wizards again on Wednesday. The Pacers play the Thunder and out there, and that's a loss for them. The Heat going to be in New Orleans on Wednesday to play the Pelicans. That could be a loss for them. Check out this game. On Wednesday, Cleveland goes to Memphis to play Ja Morant and them. The New York Knicks, if they win their next couple of games, literally could be in the 4th spot. That simple. We just got to win our game and let these schedules is crazy, man. Philadelphia be in Portland. The Nets will be in Phoenix. I mean, it's right there for the taking shot, pal. And I just had to put that out there, man. It's like, though we got a tough schedule, but even the next 2 games, we beat these guys tomorrow, and then we wind up beating the Wizards on, Wednesday. The Knicks damn near could be tied for the 5th or 4th spot if the other team happen to take some L's that night. So that's why I think it's important that we keep grinding and try to eke out these victories, man, because we really right there for the taking, man. We got to get this team a little stronger, but I'm happy with the opportunity that we have to get ready to make a chance to make a run at this thing, man. I think we got a chance to really do some good things, man. Let's hope the next couple of games we just got to win tomorrow and Wednesday, and if we go down to Atlanta and win that game, which we've been playing well on the road, this thing could be different in about another week for sure.
I mean, we just got the next 3 games of big games coming up, man, and we got to start with the Raptors first, man, and the 2 bigger games out of those 3 games are the 2 games that we have at home. So we can pull off the win against Raptors and pull off the win against Washington. I mean that makes it look that puts us over 500 at home, and that probably will increase our give us a little leeway in between the 7th and 10th team, you know what I mean, and get us closer to 4 or 5, like you said.
Yeah. It's definitely interesting, man. I'm hoping that these cats can keep playing with what they have, playing with what you got. Right now, like I said, our second unit is not, other than quickly, is not really giving us too much. But we find a way. I'm glad Julius Randle and Brunson is taking upon their shoulder to be leaders of this team and say, we got y'all on the offense side of the ball. The least thing I need y'all to do is play defense. Mitch Robinson blocking around 3 shots in the first quarter. He racing the glass like crazy. Quentin Grimes blocking down some of the best the point guard and shooting guard in the association right now. He, to me, is the how would I say he's the primary reason why the Knicks defense is doing what they're doing. Him on them 2 guards and them point guards, they putting him on the best players in that position. Quentin Grimes is really making it hard on cats, man, and I'm loving that, man. And like I said, Randall's been putting a little bit more effort there. You can't underestimate Jalen Brunson taking charges the way he take them. Him and Kyle Lowry probably the best that I've seen doing that in the recent so many years. Jalen Brunson getting there, taking them charges, man. Them key plays in the game to change the momentum. When you do stuff like that, it's a winning play. And Tom Thibodeau always talk about that. Whether it's Mitchell Robinson doing this or Brunson doing that, or you setting a good pick to free up Jalen Brunson or Julius Randle, them winning plays. And I think the Knicks are doing a lot of winning plays on that team, man. Let's hope that we can keep it going, because it's definitely gonna be a big game tomorrow. I don't think they enjoyed a lot of energy today. I'm happy about that. I think even though we had to play our starters pretty much the whole game, I don't think they burnt a lot of energy. I thought that, when it was time to close it out, they had to, but it wasn't like they was getting ran up and down the court. Randall and them was tired. I didn't see that in them. So I see that they had to play them because of Obi Toppin and McBride them that had it popping. And RJ didn't really have it going tonight, so we had to play them a little bit more minutes. But I don't think it was hard minutes where it tired them out. I just feel that they had to play in the minutes to make sure they seal a victory. They did what they had to do. So hopefully tomorrow we got a lot of energy tomorrow. We go.
I'll be right back, Devon.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Hope we go up in MSG tomorrow with a lot of energy after today. And then they got the end of the Giants win, feeling good in the metropolitan area. We just need to let that thing carry over to tomorrow. But this is the next couple of games is important, just due to the fact what the rest of the Eastern Conference is going to be facing in the next couple of games, whether they're above us or they're below us. We could separate ourselves from the lower echelon teams, and we could gain on the higher echelon teams. Like this Cleveland and 76er thing, we right there by them. And the games that they got coming up, they losable games. Not saying they're gonna lose them, but they are losable games. So let's hope that we go in there and prevail tomorrow and get this thing popping, man. Salute to the chat, man. Y'all cats been bringing in my man Frank Monto, Tim in the building, Jarvis, everybody. Peace of the God, a lot wise and everything, everybody, man. Thank y'all for coming in tonight on this beautiful Sunday when New York sports team really went out there and prevailed on both types of sports area, football and basketball. We went out there and won. We had to do in Minnesota. We went down to Detroit, up in Detroit. I apologize, and did what we had to do there. So can't ask for more than that. I really don't know what to say, man. Other than today, man, this was a beautiful Sunday for New York sports. Let's hope that we can keep it going. But I'm really happy about the way our Knicks is playing. Like I said, you're not going to always have great nights where everything is popping, but we did go out there and beat them cats the way we're supposed to beat them. And they were decimated. We're supposed to beat them tonight. And that's what I'm happy about. The team that we're supposed to beat, we beat them. The team that we're supposed to beat, whether it's injuries or talent, we beat them. We not getting caught up in losing trap games. And that was a trap game tonight. That was a big trap game, knowing that they decimated the way they are. And knowing that we not decimated, we fully healthy. We got better players at positions. Like our 2 main players are better than their 2 main players. Our center was better than their center. So it wasn't no reason to lose the game. But like I said, getting the cardiac level that we always talk about, blowing leads. Everybody blow leads in the NBA. I don't really pay attention to that too much. I don't care if you blow a lead. don't lose the game. You know, and what I like about the Knicks right now, they might be blowing leads, but them cats is not. They're not giving up the game, and it happened the other night when we won the game. Man, we gave up a lead, but we didn't blow the lead, and we just went out there and continued to grind against Washington. They came back in the game, but what happened was once 112, 108, we found a way to not to let them get over that 2 point. They got close to 2 point, but we didn't let them get past that. So I do like the resiliency of this team. I like the way they get down, but they're not out. They make me think of the New York Giants. They got a bend but don't break mentality. The Giants today going up against Kirk Cousins and them. Kirk Cousins was running up the offense a little bit, but when it mattered, the New York Football Giants defense did not break whatsoever. They started getting to Kirk Cousins. He was throwing some shabby passes. They shut down Jefferson. But that's what the Knicks are doing. They bend, but they don't break. And I think that does all, to me, sets up, let you know the heart of this team. They got the grittiness back in, and I'm happy. Let me bring my brother in the panel, man. Tim, what's popping? I know you got to be feeling good today. You got it all.
Yeah. Salute to the big bro, Divine, big bro, Shaw Powers. Salute to the chat. If any of you guys in the chat haven't subscribed to this great channel, it costs y'all nothing. So hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bells to let you know when these great kings is coming to talk about the Knicks we love. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying this. I just want to see I just want to go to the parade. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure not just me, everybody in the chat, the brothers on this panel, we all want to go to the parade in New York City. You know, and I already know that the city is gonna be lit. It's gonna be crazy when we win the championship. You know, so it's something to look forward to and start talking about and getting excited about. You know, it's dope how this Knicks team could bring us brothers to come together. You know what I'm saying? It's just an awesome experience, you know, and I'm grateful for that, you know? Definitely grateful for that.
Yeah, real talk, man. Like I said, it wasn't the prettiest game in the world against in a trap game. I did like some of the things Chris did. I like some of the things that I think I was impressed that when knowing that RJ didn't have it, Big Bride didn't have it. Quickly, he like, y'all cats ain't got it, and I'm not losing this game. This game could be ours easy. So he let it start to play a little bit more. And the big three today to me were quickly Brunson and Randall was the big three today. Quickly been playing some good basketball for the New York Knicks. Quentin Grimes playing some good basketball. So overall, it was a good gritty, gutsy win. But we supposed to beat them. But what I'm glad is that we beat them 117 to 104. It was like, I had 120, 105, so we wasn't too far off. But at the end of the day, the Knicks survived to win that game. That's all you can do. Road Warriors. Two teams today that played in New York, they Road Warriors. The New York Knicks and the New York Football Giants. Road Warriors, all season long. And I can't say it enough, man. It was a good to see Shaw Powers. Them cats are really getting the popping today. Shooting shot, it must be mic'd up. But anyway, Tim, just overall, what was your thought with the Giants and the Knicks today?
Actually, I didn't get a chance I caught maybe like the fourth quarter of the Knicks game because I was in church earlier, so I really didn't get a chance to, catch them. But that much of the game. But I was, I'm glad that they won that game. So those are games they supposed to win and take. Right. You know what I'm saying? But when I just want to see them beat the top tier team, the contenders. Then I know what this team is really made of. That's all I want to see them do is beat the contenders. Team that everybody expecting to go to the finals. Go far in the playoffs. And when we reach that status, then that's giving us hope now. Like maybe we can beat our team. Maybe we can beat the Boston Celtics of last year. So like I said, this team give me the Detroit Pistons vibe with Ben Wallace and Rip Hamilton and Chauncey Billups, when they won a championship that year. Tayshaun Prince, that's the type of team that this team is. They resembles a lot. That's just from my opinion. Nobody expected them to beat the Lakers that year. They expected Shaq and Kobe and them to go in there and win that ring, win that chip. So I'm excited to see where it's going to go because I got the Knicks winning 10 straight now. They won 8. I'm expecting them to win 10 now. So hopefully they don't prove me wrong. And anything can happen. You know, once they get into the playoff, anything can happen. I'm not going to talk about Tibbs no more. I'm going to leave it as it is. He's here. I'm going to stop talking about Tibbs. I made him after today. I'm not going to talk about him no more. He's the coach. He got accepted for what it is. And until he's gone, he's gone. But we got to deal with what we got, you know. So hopefully he can be the coach that we need to take us to where we need to go. You know, he got a ring already, being an assistant. You know, how bad do he want to be a head coach to win a ring? That's the question we got to ask, you know. So, you know, he pulled it out to me. What I seen today, he coached a pretty good game, you know. As far as I'm concerned, today is one of those days, like, I think he coached a pretty good game, you know, as far as that, what I seen in the fourth quarter. That's what I pretty much coached. So pretty much during the game, he probably coached a good game. That's just my opinion.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
you know, we'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow when I'm in the Garden. You know, hopefully I want to see live in action. You know, and see what the team is really made of. You know, being live and direct in the Garden. You know, to see what the team is really made of. Where I can really do the eye test. You know, but as far as the Giants, I'm excited like you, Devon. You know, I had to text you and let you know, like, look, bro. They did it, man. You know what I'm saying? We about to grill some Eagles next, you know. So it is what it is, man. But look, I got to start being a little bit more optimistic. You know what I mean? Y'all starting to we going fishing like we fishing. Y'all reeling me in a little bit. So I'm starting to get a little bit more optimistic. You know, so. You know, I just want to go to that parade. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm gonna be the one that's gonna keep vouching for the parade.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the big bro, Sean Power, salute, King.
Hey,
yeah, real talk. You know what it is, man. We take the bad with the good. Like today we won, but we had something that didn't go well with us, but we still won the game. McBride is an issue right now. Obi is an issue right now. So we got something that's an issue, but at the same time, you got to give them credit for gutting it out. Like for the high echelon teams, we beat the Cleveland Cavaliers early this year. We played the Bucks tough. And, you know, and this is with the team that we got presently constructed without a good bench. We've been playing these teams pretty tough, man. Like I said, one thing I can say about the Knicks this year, other than the Dallas Mavericks game, they're not getting blown out by nobody. Nobody is blowing the Knicks out. The Knicks is in every game they play all year long. I don't think you can go back and look at the schedule and pick so many games where the Knicks got to blow it out. You know what I mean? And I love the competitive spirit about them. And we got to obviously talent wins in this league. You don't got talent, you ain't winning. So we got to get a little bit more talent on this roster. You're not winning without talent. I don't care who you are. You're not winning without talent. You could be Greg Popovich. You could be Phil Jackson. You could be Eric Spoelstra. You could be whoever. If you don't got talent, you're not winning. Talent. This is a talent-driven league. And for the New York Knicks to have 3 or 4 guys, well, let's say 4 guys who got good talent and still where they at, imagine when they get a little bit more talent. I'm pretty happy with where the Knicks is at right now, man. And let's hope they continue. But the schedule's coming up going to be tough. After this Hawks game and the Raptors again, man, from January 24th on, it is murder. We got the Cavaliers, like I said, the Celtics, the Nets, the Lakers, the Heat, the Clippers. This is where you're going to see what this team is made of right here. In this next stretch, in the next month, between here and the trading deadline, you're going to see what this team is really made of. But I do believe if the Knicks win the next 2 games, and even in the next 10 games, they go 5-5, they still 7 games over 500. Right where I want them to be. I'm good, bro. I really am, man. So let's hope they can win this game tomorrow and move on to Wednesday against the Washington Wizards, and Chris Stapps will be in the building again in New York City. Maybe Bradley Beal might be back this time. And if he's back, then Kuzma don't hit 40. Even that game against the Washington Wizards, if Bradley Beal was there, Kuzma wasn't dropped with 40, he could have dropped 20. But he wasn't dropped with 40, so even if Bradley Beal was there the other night, we still beat Washington. Because Kuzma wouldn't have had the game he had if Bradley Beal, they could have took away a lot of touches. You know what I mean? Because he's the primary dude on that team. So to be able to win that game against Washington, shoot on down here and win this game today, it was a really good feeling for the New York Knicks, man. So, Chop out, I'm pretty much optimistic about where we at, man. We got things we need to work on. This team is far from done. We just got to go get a player or 2 to help Mano quickly in that second unit. Then I'm ready to talk some real smack about the Knicks. You think I'm optimistic now? Go out there and get a couple of players to put in that second unit to help quickly. You're gonna really hear me talk some smack about the Knicks. I think that's all we are away from is a couple of players who could do what McBride can't do, who could do what Obi can't do on a consistent level. You get them two players up in here, it's on and popping up in New York. That's real talk right there. It'll be just like the Giants.
Yo, but
one of the biggest things. My bad. One of the biggest things. I just, I'm saying that we need help in that second unit, and I'll say it again. I like the way Tom Thibodeau has made his substitutions by taking out RJ early in the first half and implementing him into the second unit with IQ to help him. So it's IQ and RJ with McBride, with Hardenstein, you know what I mean, and Obi, you know what I mean. That's smart, man. The way he staggers that lineup. It used to be Mitchell Robinson would be one of the first guys out of the lineup, but now he's taking RJ out and implementing IQ into his position to cover that position, and it's been working. I mean, today wasn't a great game for him, but to take into consideration, I thought this game that he had could have been the first game back where he played 40-something minutes. So to take that, to try to, justify it. I remember when me and you were talking, Divine, about how, I think RJ should be this. Saying all the things that he's going to be rusty, he's going to be this, he's going to be that. And he showed up to have one of his better games of the year, 27 points with four 3-pointers that game. You know what I mean? So now he may have regressed this game, but I'm pretty sure he's going to come out tomorrow and want to have a dominating game. We got 3 guys in the starting lineup that can average almost 20 points a game. And that's big, man. You don't see that too often around the league. And, we almost got 4, the way Quentin Grimes is starting to get around to it and shoot his shot and stuff like that. Another 15 points for him, 10 points from Mitchell Robinson, 15 from him. That's 85 points in your starting lineup, man. That's a pretty good starting lineup.
Yeah, real talk. And, like I said, it's really not about saying a player is not good. Let me make this understand. And I said this what I'm about to say, and you can go check the receipts. I said this in the off season during summer league. If Miles McBride don't learn how to go down the lane,
right,
go down the lane and cross, either get a bucket or distribute that ball to somebody, he's gonna have a hard time making it in the league because he don't go down the lane. Tom Thibodeau like penetrating guards who could put the ball on the floor and get down in the middle and call the defense to react a certain way.
Penetrate, yeah.
Right, that's where McBride is falling short at, ladies and gentlemen. He don't get down in the lane enough. He just wound up shooting a. He's like almost becoming a 3-and-D dude. That's what McBride is. His game is starting to translate to being a 3-and-D. So you can't be that being a point guard because you got to be able to distribute that ball, get in the lane, break down the defense, and let the defense react to what you're doing. So then you can see what the defense is doing, and you can either say, I'm going to shoot the ball, I'm going to pass it to somebody on the perimeter, or I'm going to do whatever. That's where McBride is. And not saying he'll never get there. He's not there yet. And if you look at all the games that the Knicks play, I mean this literally. Go look at all the games the Knicks play, and McBride do not get in that middle. That's his problem. It ain't that he's not talented. It ain't that he's not a good NBA player. If he want to take his game to a next level and get good productive minutes, he got to find a way to get in the lane. Because if he's just shooting a 3-ball lonely, what happens when a 3-ball is not falling? McBride he's not helping us on the offense side of the ball. So I do think he got to find a way to work on his game to get in the middle of the lane. And I say that with the most sincerity because I love McBride. That brother got dog in him, a Bob Huggins disciple, gritty on the defense. But sometimes you got to be able to score too. So if that don't happen, Jalen Brunson going to be wound up playing a lot of minutes. And I just think that he got to work on that. That's all I'm asking him, just to work on that part of his game. I think once McBride work on that aspect of his game, it'll open it up for him. Obi Toppin, you got to work on your defense. You can score the ball when your 3-point shot are falling, but today you missed 3 putback where you should have, like Hartenstein the other night, where you should have dunked it. That cat was literally tipped in, just like Hartenstein did the other night. Here, Obi Toppin today had a Charles Smith moment today, where he should have slammed that ball in there after a couple of rebounds. So these young guys, though, they young, and this is the maturation they got to go through to be better NBA players. It is no knock. Everybody go through it. Every NBA ball player going to go through the peaks and valleys in their career to be better. I just said that to say that I like McBride, but if his offense don't really get to a level, guys, listen, you're going to have to put a guy in that backup point guard spot that's going to help the Knicks more than he's doing right now. And not saying he won't never get there. But as of right now, Shaw Powers, McBride on the offense side of the ball, if the 3 ball not going down, he on the bench. And I just think that's tough for him because he's young. He only been in the league 2 years, just like Gerald Kusimbe. They're young. McBride young. But see, what keep McBride in there, Shaw Powers? He can shoot the 3 ball and get in the lane. He got the same defense McBride can have, but what's the difference in McBride and McBride and Sims? I mean McBride and Grimes. Grimes puts the ball on the floor, breaks down the defense when he can, and gets in the paint. Right now, my man is not doing that. And I want him to kind of work on that and be better at it, man. Because I just think it's tough for him right now. He's young, guys, no question about it. A lot of these guys are still babies, man. He a baby in this league. He just came here last year from the 38th pick. So let's see, Shot Power. I think he got to work on his game a little more. If you're going to help be a point guard with the Knicks, because if you're only going to rely on the 3-point shooting, it ain't going to help him because people can key on that. You notice he don't take mid-range shots. He don't get down in that lane. His only shot right now, he got down the lane one day tonight. I was happy to see him do it tonight. This afternoon, and I'll pass the mic to you. He went down the lane real aggressive one time today. I'm like, he got to do that a little more. You know what I mean? And I think that's what his problem is. If he's going to be able to maintain in this NBA, he got to find another way to add to his offense game because the defense is solid. And I think that's going to be his Achilles heel if he don't ever make it in this league for sure.
Tim, you want to say something?
I got something to say real quick. For consideration, right? Mm-hmm. Do you two think that Brunson and Randall should get some consideration for being MVP of the league?
I ain't got no problem with it. The way the Knicks is playing, I don't have no problem with it.
I mean, we're not saying, but some kind of consideration because the way they playing and the way they scoring and helping this team win, it doesn't matter. We haven't beat the elite teams yet, right? But we still been winning, right? I still want to see us beat the contenders, you know. So, but at the end of the day, do you guys think that they should have some mentions, at least mentions of MVP, Brunson and Randall, the way they playing for this team?
Yeah, I mean, you know, they definitely. I believe they definitely in the. Right now, you know, us voting for Randall and Brunson will help, but you know, more than likely it'll be coaches that vote these guys in. And I believe they got both of them have a good case of getting in, especially through coaches. I'm pretty sure any coach that played the New York Knicks right now is saying, man, Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson is tough outs. It's not a coach in the league that, you know, maybe if they had an off night or something like that, but pretty much I believe these guys both are valuable players, you know, in my eyes. For the league. You know, they could be in the discussions. I believe both of them should be mentioned. You know, who would get it? You got some guys that are just you know, playing out their mind this year. You know what I mean, like the Lucas and stuff like that. But in a mention, yes, I believe both of these guys could be mentioned, and I'm hoping that both of these guys can see some All-Star time this year and at the All-Star season.
That was a great take. I like that, Shaw. I like that.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, you're 100% on. Both of you are 100% on because, you know, people get recognized for winning in this league. You get recognized for winning.
Facts.
Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle are playing winning basketball for the New York Knicks. As a matter of fact, let me put this out there. In the last 10 years, 13, 12 years, it's been Carmelo Anthony who led us to the playoffs, right? Am I right? When he first got here?
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Take us to the playoffs with Julius Randle. Think about this here. Only two people have brought the Knicks to the playoff in the last 12 years. Carmelo Anthony and Julius Randle. You know what I mean? And I think that says a lot about Julius Randle, man. And Shaw Powers brought up something earlier. I was like at the beginning of the season, if Julius Randle don't get his mental together, the Knicks should trade him. Not because of his skill set. Because we went through last year with all the controversy, the mental lapses and everything. But that man has came in this year and transformed his thought process and everything. And it's showing in his stats. Jalen Brunson helping him out. Now you got Jalen Brunson taking the pressure off of Julius Randle. You know what I mean? And I think that's so big to have somebody like now Randle don't feel like he got to try to do everything. He got a guy now that could do what he's doing just as good as he could do it. And I think it's making Julius Randle a little bit more comfortable this year. Where last year it was him and RJ. It was only him and RJ. Fournier, he didn't really do nothing too much. Kemba Walker didn't really do nothing too much. It was literally RJ and Randle. Now this year he got a dog with him, who's really taking the pressure off him, not to have to over dribble, not to have to think that he got to be the point guard. I put the ball in Jalen Brunson's hand. He give it to me. I give it to him. I give it to them, and it's all working out. So I do think it's a good thing, man. Salute to the chat. Y'all got to pop a Chain. What's popping? Salute to my man Chain in the building. First time seeing you, Chain. Appreciate you coming in here. Real Talk Chain in the building with us. The guard of our wise. E. Gibson, Lynn, I'm glad you're back here tonight. Sorry for the little performance last night, but you know how we do up in here. But we got to give credit where credit due. Right now, the top 3 players or 4 players on the Knicks right now, to me, is Quentin Grimes, Emmanuel Quickly, Julius Randle, and Jalen Brunson, and you got to throw Mitchell Robinson in there for what he's doing on the defense side of the ball. We got 5 guys who bring it every night for the Knicks. The numbers don't lie. Look at their numbers. The numbers don't lie. So I'm happy about that, man. We just got to keep this thing going and just take it one game at a time. Like I said, you know what? Even when we grade to play these dominant teams coming up in the next so many games, if we can go 500 in there, I'm happy because we doing that with a subpar bench. Think about this right here. The Knicks got a subpar bench, and they still grinding it. So I just know we get a little stronger. I think we'd be all right, man. So I'm really, really happy about everything, man. Despite what is going down, we playing good ball, man. Let's hope that we can keep this thing going and try to find a way just to win every game we can. We're not going to win them all. We're going to lose some of them. The Knicks ain't going undefeated. But right now, they playing some of the best ball in the association, period. No matter how you look at it, they playing some of the best ball in the NBA. And other than the Celtics in the East and the Nets, then it's the Knicks and the Heat. Them the best 4 teams that we playing ball in the Eastern Conference right now. And I would count 4 teams. We know Cleveland is doing what they're doing in the Sixers. I like the way the Knicks are playing. They're playing good ball, so we keep it going. But it's been fun, man. What a beautiful day to be a sports fan in New York. Shaw Powell and Tim, beautiful day to represent the orange and blue and the blue and red. We came out there and grinded out today. We did what we had to do. The Giants did what they had to do. So, tonight it shouldn't even be no negativity about the Knicks or the Giants tonight. It should just be all good vibes today. You cannot pick a better Sunday than today, literally. Your boys won, your basketball team won, your football team won. For those who are a Giant fan, for all those who are a Jet fan, don't worry, they'd be all right in a couple of years. They got some good stuff down there with Sauce Gardner and all them guys. They'll be all right to get a good quarterback. It might be my man from the Ravens, Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Jets will be all right. They're gonna be all right. They got a good foundation here. They just got to get another quarterback. So New York spots is popping right now. Sports is popping. But I like where the Knicks is at, and I'm gonna stay tuned in. But let me tell you something. In the next couple of days, get back at me. If the Knicks win the next 2 games, I think you're gonna see the Knicks in the 5th spot. You're gonna be in that 5th spot, bro. I just see the way the schedule in the Eastern Conference is shaping up right now, and then with the teams are playing each other, and who could take a loss, who could take a win. I like where we at, man. So let's hope that we keep it going. But we just want to get in tonight on this beautiful night, man. Just to represent the New York fan base. The chat is on fire. Make sure y'all run them up with the thumbs up, man. Tell a friend. Knicks Real Talk. Divine, Shaw Powers, Tim in the building with us tonight. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's enjoy this moment, man. Because you never know when it comes to an end. But Shaw Powers, let's hope tomorrow we go in there and get it popping. That's why we want to do the pregame tonight, because we know it's an early game, 3 o'clock tomorrow. So we want to get everybody here tonight because you won't see us tomorrow, so we decided to do the game day tonight. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a tough game, a real tough game against these cats. Like I said, this is an under 500 team who's not really an under 500 team. They got over 500 talent down there. Van Vliet, Anunoby, Pascal Siakam, Gary Trent, all these guys, but their team is just not something just not gelling there for them. And I'm looking tomorrow for Mitchell Robinson to dominate in the middle. This should be a Mitchell Robinson double game tomorrow. I'm really looking at it because we're gonna have a tough fight on a wing position with Anunoby guarding people up. You got Gary Trent who could guard with the best of them. I want to see the matchup with Van Vliet and Jalen Brunson again. They've been going at each other since this series happened this year. And obviously the last game, my man Jalen Brunson ran the muck on him and killed that noise. But we need Grimes to go in there at the 2 spot and knock down whoever going to be at the 2 spot and make it hard on them. I think RJ bounced back. He'll have a good game tomorrow. I think Julius Randle going to be Julius Randle. They don't got nobody down there who can hold him. They don't have nobody on that team who can hold Julius. Pascal Siakam cannot hold Julius Randle. So I'm not even worried about that. I think my key matchup for me is I want to see RJ and Grimes do what they do at the 2 and the 3 tomorrow. If Grimes got to make it hard on Gary Trent Jr., and RJ and Anunoby, whoever it may be, they got to go get it. So it's going to be a fun game tomorrow, but I think the Knicks come out there and get it popping, though.
Yeah, of course, Devon. Push the pace, grab some rebounds, hit your free throws. I believe the Knicks, do those things. They'll win any game that they any team in the league they can beat. The Knicks number 1 in offense. I mean, top 10 in offense, top 10 in defense, and top 10 in net rating. So this team is a good team, and you put them out there and you make sure that you hit your free throws. You make sure you try to you make sure you out rebound the opposing team, and you control the pace. You push the pace when you need to, and you slow it down to get into that half court game when it's necessary. So with those things, coming around, aside from the defense and everything else that come along with those things, the assists and stuff like that, I think this team is a hard out anywhere you go. And like you said earlier in this convo, we haven't been out of many games. The games we lost by a little bit, by free throw shots, and hasn't been too many games that I really could sit back and say that I've seen a quote unquote blowout win against the Knicks. When Randall's not having a good game, RJ's not having a good game, Jalen Brunson not having a good game, and IQ not having a good game. Really very rare to say that I've seen that this year. I mean, we have had a couple of big big leads against us, but nothing like the one game, that Mavericks game, was a blowout. And aside from that, I don't really see no game that we really haven't been in.
Yeah, real talk. Super, my man, Quiet Money. He know the money ain't quiet. It's real talk. What's up, Quiet Money, my brother? Thank you for coming in tonight. Real talk, Quiet Money. I want to answer Jarvis' question. It's a different topic. Jarvis, I'm not even concerned about. I'm glad we didn't get Carrera, because that's going to give us Shotani next year. So I'm glad we passed on that Carrera thing. Let it go ahead and do what he do, because we're gonna get that boy out of California, the California Angels, Shotani. He'll be in a Met uniform next year, Jarvis. So I'm glad we didn't pass. I'm glad we passed up on that. And we don't want to risk that much money on somebody who you never know their injury might play a burden on our team. But to everybody, man, thank y'all for coming in tonight on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday. Giants 31-24 went up at Minnesota and let them know that this team without wide receivers, top, not even on a second tier. But I like that Cat Huggins, though. That Cat Huggins, boy, they better sign that boy next year, number 18 for the Giants. He big time. He got good hands, man. He run good routes. He got in him. So I'm glad Dable brought him over from Buffalo. To give him some money next year, man. Let him be part of this thing, man. Real talk. I really like that dude Huggins, man. So it's really fun, man. But hey Tim, man, holla at me, man. Give me some thought before we get ready to get out of here. Because the brother ain't doing no marathon tonight.
Yeah, after last night, we ain't doing it. Last night was an epic show. Shop House, we held it down for you, big bro.
I see, man.
Man, we
I see, man.
Represent real talk, you know what I mean? Especially when you're holding it down with Devon. It was very passionate. It was a passionate night last night, but we tried to hold it down for you. You know what I'm saying? Because we know you two great kings, man. Together, man, it's a dope chemistry. You know what I'm saying? I got to say that. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope for Knicks content and Knicks Nation and the podcast. You know, to see you two come together. You know, I just got to give y'all flowers. You know, because y'all just keep it real. This is real talk. You know, and that's what I like.
Word up.
You know, we gonna agree to disagree. You know, we gonna agree to disagree. You know, ain't nobody's perfect. You know, we're not gonna always agree on this on the same thing. But at the end of the day, we still want to see our team win the championship one day.
Facts.
You know, so I got to say that, you know, and that's why I named my podcast Agree to Disagree, which will be coming real soon. Everybody will be noticing when they come out, but, you know, because we're not going to agree on everything, but we just want to win. We diehard, passionate fans. You can see the fire coming out of your ears, Devon. You can see the fire coming out your ears. Y'all powers, Godzilla.
Yeah, for
You
real.
know what I mean? Look, that's how bad we want to be at that parade. So, you know, I ain't going to speak on Tibbs no more. Everybody know how I feel about him. I don't want him here as a coach, but I'm not going to, I'm not going to bash him because he is winning. I'm going to leave it at that. You know, as long as he's winning, I can't say nothing no more. But I don't want him here. I don't think he's the right coach for the team, but I'm not going to speak on him no more. I made it my business not to speak on him no more. I'll just address the team. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Tim, that's gonna be hard to do, bro.
Hey, look, no, it ain't. Cause not either. Because if I hear everybody else talking about them, I'll be like, I told you so.
Right.
I told you so. I'd rather say I told you so. I'm gonna stick on what I say, but I'm not gonna say nothing about it, you know, because he is our coach. So
hey, listen, man, your thoughts mean a lot. But here's what I can say about you, Tim. You stay true to what you believe in.
Man.
You stay true to it. You know, some people will say, oh, okay, 1 minute this and 1 minute that. You already truly believe what you believe, and I think that's what's important. That's real. That's being real. You know, so salute to you. But we gonna cross you over. We're gonna give you Allen Iverson treatment. We're gonna cross you over.
Y'all threw the fishing rod in the ocean already. Y'all trying to wear me in, man. Y'all don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with y'all, but I appreciate you guys for allowing me to come on your platform. You know, it's truly a blessing and an honor to be before you guys in your presence, to be in your presence right now. Thank you for opening up your platform, you know, to come on with you great kings to talk about the team we love, man. Because you guys don't have to do that, you know. And anybody in the chat, you know, when any of these brothers on any of these podcasts throw the link out, it's okay to take a chance to just come on the platform and talk about it. I know everybody wants to type and, you know, type in the chat, but it's okay to come in just to voice your opinion and talk about the team we love. You know, it's okay. It's not a problem at all. You know, so I just wanted to salute the chat, you know, because that's where it's at. That's their motto. That's their saying. So I got to speak on that, you know, and you guys are appreciated. You know, these guys appreciate you guys. I'm going to say that for them. They appreciate you guys more than you know, so continue to come on and log on with these dudes, come on and talk about the team you love, man, because it's needed right now. And a lot of these teams in the NBA don't have podcasts and people that take time out of their daily lives to talk about the team we love. You know what I'm saying? And that's dope. That's what I love about it, you know, and I'm grateful for you guys, man. Salute to you guys. And we're going to win this game tomorrow because I'm going to be in the Garden tomorrow.
That's right, Tim.
Yeah, I'm in the building. So, you know, hopefully we get this W, you know, and you know, if you go live tomorrow, I might, wherever my location is tomorrow, I'm going to have to click on and come on live, you know what I'm saying, Devon, if you do a post game tomorrow after the game. So, wherever my location at, you know, shout out to Seminole because, you know, I did purchase a ticket with them. So, it'll be my first time interacting with these brothers, you know what I'm saying? So
you're going to have a good time. You're going to have a good time.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. Shout out to Jay Boogie, the big bro. You know what I mean? It's good to be able to see him for the first time in Hardwell and all of them, man. It's a dope experience. And hopefully one day I get to be able to see you guys, you know what I'm saying? We could be able to experience each other as well, you know?
We definitely will. Well, listen, I got tomorrow for me. Tomorrow I got the Knicks 113. I got the Knicks 113-105 tomorrow. I think it's gonna be we're coming off a back-to-back. We didn't burn a lot of energy today, but we played the starters long, but they didn't really. It wasn't really that they had to go up against some creme de la creme. They were using all their energy. It seemed like tonight, the Knicks didn't burn a lot of energy. They had to play 4 quarters, which I wanted them to play 3 and rest the starters. but it seemed like they burnt a lot of energy tonight, so I was pretty happy with that. So tomorrow, I think we still have enough energy. We're gonna need our bench tomorrow. We're gonna need McBride. We're gonna need Obi Toppin them tomorrow because we going up for back to back. You know what I mean? And so we're gonna need them guys to really step up tomorrow, and I'm hoping they will. Canal was popping, my brother. I wish you could have got a little early. You know we about to get out, but thank you for coming in anyway. And salute to the chat, man. You cats is where it's at. Y'all know what it is, man. Whether you think it's corny or not, you know, we don't think it's corny. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. That's real talk. Without you guys, it ain't no Knicks real talk. You know, y'all
it ain't none of these podcasts neither. Let's keep it 100. It ain't none of these podcasts without the chat.
Visible panel, man. Y'all the visible panel. You might see me and Shy on them face, but we see y'all mentality and your thought process up in the chat. So the chat is always where it's at. Ain't nothing corny about that. Y'all keep it popping. And always come up here, man, and give us your thoughts and ideas, because I think y'all thoughts is really appreciated here, man. Y'all make us get wiser every day that we in here, because what you throw out in this chat makes us have to see what you throwing out there to make us better at what we do. So I mean, you cats is phenomenal, man. A real talk, man. Let's not even throw that out there. No hyperbole. Salute to the cats and check. That's where it's at. I'm hearing that. I don't care for hyperbole. That's straight facts. That's why we drop that. That's real. So let's get it popping, man. Shaw Powers, give me a word, my brother, when we get out of here, man, and give me your thoughts and prediction for tomorrow.
Salute to you, Tim. Salute to you, Divine. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. We push this pace. We grab these rebounds. We hit our free throws. I think the Knicks are going to have a blowout win tomorrow. I think RJ is going to go for 40, and I think Grimes is going to have 24 points tomorrow. I have the Knicks 124 to 104.
Okay, sounds good, man. Well, you know what? Salute to the chat, man. Chain, thank you for coming in, man. Yeah, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. You know the content is fire. We know the show is fire. We fire because the chat is fire. We up in here. Thank y'all guys for coming in wherever you streaming in from. I appreciate y'all coming here for the time with us, man. This Knicks Real Talk game day the day before, because I believe we got a really early start tomorrow. We wanted to get in there and express our thoughts about the Knicks and the Giants. What a great day to be a New York fan. The Giants won, Knicks won. Can't ask for too much more. And let's hope that we can continue this thing winning, man. And we will. You know, I mean, it takes time. But we good though. We good. At the end of the day, it's all about the W. It's all about the W. I don't care how you get there. You long at the end of the day. Even if you're having a bad day, you find a way to win the game. It's about wins and losses. And right now we got a pretty good thing. We 5-6 games over the winning column, so I'm happy. I'm happy about that. Let's see how it goes. But thank you guys for coming in, man. Real talk. Fabian got 109.93. I like that, Fabian. That's a good score. If our defense come and play tomorrow, I like that as well. I think we should be all right.
Let me say my score real quick. Hold on. Let me say my score before we get a close out. I ain't get my score real quick, but let me say I think it's going to be a close game tomorrow. I believe it's going to be like 96 to 92.
Okay. I can see that.
Yeah. 96 to 92. I think we're going to pull it up by 4.
Okay.
I can see that. Yeah.
I can see that. Well, you know what, man? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, man, for coming in tonight. I really appreciate all the support, me and Shaw Powers, man. Y'all know we really do, man. This is from the heart. And we appreciate you guys coming here with us, man. And that's why we do this thing, man. We ain't got to talk to ourselves. So it's always good to have you. Happy MLK Day, man. Peace and blessing to one of the best that ever did it in this universe, man. That's Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, man. It is, man. Way through a lot of trial and tribulation. So we got to honor that man tomorrow, man. And I think, now I'm happy about that, man. So for everybody in the chat, a lot wide. I like that score as well. 114.99. I like that. It's gonna be a tough game, man. But like I said, that team is not a under 500 team per se when it comes to talent. Maybe the way they're playing, something wrong down there. I don't know what it is. What's going on with? I don't know if it's Nick Nurse. I don't know if it's the rotation. They got talent down there. They got a lot of good talent down there. I don't know why they. What I do think could be the case is that other than Gary Trent and Van Vliet, that's not a good 3-point shooting team. They shoot like 32%. So that could be the issue. No cats not hitting the 3 ball out of the lot, but that's their problem, ain't our problem. I hope they go 0 for 20 tomorrow for the 3-point line. Whatever. Don't fly to come out and start dropping bombs on the Knicks tomorrow. And I don't think they will. We locked in, man. So it's a good thing, man. But everybody, man, thanks for coming in. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. When Giants got it popping, y'all know what it is. We got that win. We going to Philadelphia on next weekend.
Sir.
I'll tell you, my wife. a Philly fan, a mother, my biological brother, a Philly fan, you gonna hear some noise from Divine the rest of the week. So y'all might as well just don't even talk to me. It's over. I'm bringing my noise against my family this week, so it's gonna be funny, but it's gonna be fun. But thank you guys for coming in. MetLife got 103. Knicks fan got 103. 108, 103. Good one there. Do me a favor, everybody, man. Hit that like and subscribe going out the door, man. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and let everybody know that the content is appreciated because we appreciate y'all. Tim, give me your last words one more time, Shy. We get out of here, man, and get ready to get some rest and get it popping for tomorrow.
Well, what I could say is, like I said, the Knicks going to go on a 10-game winning streak. And after that, I don't know if they could continue it or not. But I believe they're going to go on a 10-game. They're going to beat that 8-game winning streak. I believe that, they locked in. I believe tomorrow Brunson going to have a 50-piece. He's going to drop a 50-piece tomorrow. I believe this is going to be his coming out game, like really coming out game. He's going to drop a 50-piece tomorrow. And, I'm excited with the makeup of this team and where we going. Like I said, we might be getting closer to that parade that I've been speaking about. We might be getting really close to that parade.
Let's get it.
Let's hopefully we could keep the pressure on these teams and lock in. And hopefully that coach, I'm not going to say his name no more, but hopefully that coach can take us to where we need to go. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I'm not going to mention his name no more, but hopefully that coach, I'm going to just name that coach and take us where we need to go. And let's get this ring, baby. You know what I mean? Let's get to the parade where we can celebrate. We're going to have a whole weekend celebration. You know what I mean? Because I know if we win the championship, we got to plan something. Something got to be planned. It got to be a whole week of activities, something a weekend or something. Something got to be planned. So we'll figure it out when it get to that point. But I tell you, it will be crazy. I know I ain't the only one that's bugging out. I know I ain't the only one that feel like that. So
nah, man,
you're not. No, you're not. Because I'm gonna tell you, Knicks win that thing, man. I'm gonna tell you something right now. They might well put me in a straitjacket. It's crazy out when the Knicks win a championship. I don't care what happened in life after that, man. I'm good. I'm good, bro. Because this is something I've been looking for a long time. But you know what, man? We in the building. Knicks would talk. It's all good. Everybody, y'all enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe out there, man. And just live life, man.
Smash them likes.
Yes, sir. Hit them like buttons. Thumbs up.
And we here, man. Thanks for the hey, good to see Quiet Money in the building today. Good to see DSJ in the building.
Quiet Money.
Yes,
I see you, bro.
Good to
I see you.
Yeah, great to see Chain. Thank you for coming in the building with us and Marty and everybody in the building. It's Knicks Real Talk Game Day. The game was 4. Y'all enjoy this thing, man. Salute to the New York Football Giants. Just took a big step to get to another round, man. And let's go get it tomorrow, Knicks. We out of here. Divine, Shop Powers, Tim, thank you for coming in here.
No problem. Anytime.
And we'll see you cats, man. We out, man. We out.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Have fun.
Time for Divine Shot, KJ events. This Real Talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Nick shit, dripping in Nick shit. Up in the world, most famous arena. With a click, that's the conglomerate. Knicks Real Talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variants, dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, you straight fact. We interact with the mob, the God. Up in the pod, the squad, with the side. My entourage be on the job, my energy. 50 tripping and 10 books. As they cook my game plan, let my brand for loot and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that's the things we know is pretty, but we all stay giddy. But we embrace the fan base like the link, Anthony Mace. We create the logo when there's headspace that appear like Squarespace. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. And City Dex is on the court, looking pretty legit. I say true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like Star Divine on Mount Mars. Knicks Real Talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks Real Talk.
right here. Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks Real Talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Knicks Real Talk.
We here.
Here we go, let's go.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it.